Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be reacting to episode 2, season 1 of Maxton Hall. So last time I reacted to the first episode, which I really enjoyed. So a quick recap of what happened in episode 1. We were introduced to the main characters, Ruby and James, and the other characters. And Maxton Hall is the name of the college, the expensive college that the characters attend. So one of the main things that happened in episode 1 was Ruby. She walked in on one of her teachers kissing one of her classmates, who happened to be the sister of the main male character, James. And James tried to bribe Ruby into not telling anyone about what she saw, but she didn't take the money and she didn't say anything about the kiss either. And there's this like tension between James and Ruby. They don't like each other. They argued a lot, but there was some sexual tension between them. Another big thing that happened in episode 1 was that Ruby, she organized, she was in charge of organizing this big fancy party. It was a very important party, but James ruined it and he got both him and Ruby in trouble with the principal of the school, or the headmaster of the school. And so they were forced to work together, and that's basically the end of episode 1. I'm interested to see what happens in episode 2. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm guessing this man is James's father, and the boy is James when he was younger.
Dass die Begrüßungsfeier nicht so gelaufen ist, wie wir uns das gewünscht hatten. Understatement.
Wofür wir absolut nichts konnten.
Ist ganz egal.
True. That's true. It wasn't Ruby's fault. It was James who ruined that party.
Oh, sollte James nicht längst hier sein?
And I'm still mad that Ruby got in trouble for it. I understand that she was the one who organized the party, so she bears some of the responsibility, but still, it wasn't her fault. And it wasn't fair to her that she got in trouble as well for James's actions.
Was machen Sie hier? Also wenn man das nicht sieht, dann mache ich wohl was falsch.
Sie haben sich mit Ihrer kleinen Aktion bei der Begrüßungsfeier ins Ausgeschossen.
Well, at least the whole school knows. At least the whole school knows that he ruined the party, not Ruby.
Wenn Sie nicht bei Ihrer Strafarbeit auftauchen, macht er mich an den Kopf kürzer. Wir haben Scheiße gebaut, Beaufort.
Yes, you screwed up big time, James. He's staying off the field? Well, I think he totally deserves that.
Mir leid, James. Ich kann da nichts machen.
He deserves that punishment, to be honest. With the way he handled the party, with the way he ruined the party, he deserves to be punished, honestly.
James, die Order für die Suspendierung.
Order of suspension. Oh my gosh, so it was her father, it was his father? His father that threatened suspension? Oh, good. I like that. I like that James is suffering the consequences of his actions, because he was just so cocky and so arrogant and so full of himself. He really thought that, he could get away with what he did, but no, he's suffering consequences now. And I'm glad to see it. Because people need to learn. People need to learn that there are consequences to your actions. You can't just do whatever you want and get away with it.
Provozier sie nicht. Dass sie bis jetzt dicht gehalten hat, ist reines Glück.
Wahrscheinlich waren für ihn die Stripper auch der spannendste Teil der Party.
Wir brauchen keine Prostituierten, um für Stimmung zu sorgen.
Wenigstens wird über die Party noch geredet.
Oh boy, it's like the prostitutes at the... Oh, I can't stand James. I honestly cannot stand him.
bin nicht sicher, ob mir der Ton gefällt.
Mein Ton ist völlig normal, aber dich höre ich nur meckern, seit du hier reingekommen
Ihr
bist.
solltet froh sein, dass ihr wenigstens einer die Courage hat, euch die Wahrheit zu sagen.
Und wir sind dir so dankbar.
I like the sarcasm. I like her sarcasm. He's a pretty good artist.
Was soll das sein?
Eine Dame im viktorianischen Kostüm, um den Dresscode zu setzen. Drumherum können wir noch eine coole Collage bauen. Ich würde nur vielleicht die Hitchcock-Energie ein bisschen runterfahren.
I think that's pretty good. It's a pretty good theme. Like, it's unusual.
Okay.
Are they going to use it?
Viktorianische Idee.
Yeah, use the Victoria idea. I think it would be like a pretty unique in a college setting.
Sollen wir mal gegenzählen? Respekt für die Arbeit und tolle Führungskompetenz.
Habt ihr etwas im viktorianischen Stil in eurer Sammlung?
Ja, ich glaube schon. Ziemlich schöne Stücke. Wertvoll.
Wir würden gerne ein paar Fotos davon machen. Fürs Plakat.
Das klingt nach einer richtig guten Idee.
You know, these two are
Ob wir dafür eine Sammlung dürfen?
working really well together, surprisingly. Like I was expecting them to be like, you know, fighting, constantly fighting, being at each other's throats all the time, but
Ich bin mir sicher, wir kommen
they're being cordial with each other.
dafür eine Lösung.
Just this.
Ich hab dich gewinnen lassen.
I like that, you know, James and his father, you know, seem to have a good relationship. Like, you know, they spend time with each other, they bond with each other, unlike a lot of, you know, other very rich people who are always working and they don't really have time for their kids.
Ich muss zurück aufs Lacrosse-Feld, Dad.
Get back to the lacrosse field. Yeah, because he was suspended, he was benched because of what he did at the party.
Uns auf den Investorenempfang heute Abend und die kommende
Das gab's noch nie in Maxton Hall als Geschichte.
Wundert mich nicht bei dem Mädchensport.
A girls' sport. Oh. So James's father doesn't like James playing lacrosse because he thinks that lacrosse is a girls' sport.
Schon letztes Jahr.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So he's
Außerdem glaube ich,
more concerned about the image, like the family image,
werde ich abarbeiten, ganz.
which is typical for the rich. Like rich people are always, you know, so concerned and always, you know, caring about their family's reputation, you know, and their image, sometimes more than their own children. And they put so much pressure on their children to do well. I like this really close, like, sister bond, like sisterly bond between Ruby and her sister. They're obviously very close to each other. Like the whole family, her whole entire family seem like a very close-knit family. And they all seem like a very happy family. Like even though they're not as rich, but you know, they're happy, you know, they're very close with each other, they support each other. That's what a real family is, you know. Real families support each other and love each other.
Verehrte Gäste, liebe Freunde, diese Uhr hat meinem Urgroßvater gehört, der Beaufort vor 125 Jahren gegründet hat.
Oh, wow. So the Beaufort is a very prestigious family with a very long family lineage.
Aus einer einfachen Näherei ist ein weltweit operierendes Traditionsunternehmen erwachsen, das die Luxusmodelandschaft seit Jahrzehnten tonangebend mitbestimmt. Nicht nur durch die ikonischen Kleidungsstücke, die wir
Yeah, so it's like a fashion house, a very prestigious, high-end fashion house
Aber Beaufort
of many years, like 125 years.
bis heute. Und daher macht es mich besonders stolz, das Wort nun an meinen wundervollen Sohn James weiterzureichen, der ihn einfach raten wird, warum wir heute Abend hier sind.
Is James going to be the heir to the family business? It looks like it because he's the son, you know, usually, traditionally, it's usually the sons who like inherit the family business and all that. So there's definitely like a lot more pressure put on him and not really on his sister Lydia. I mean, I'm pretty sure Lydia, you know, she also feels pressured to, you know, to do well and to not ruin the family reputation. But, you know, there's definitely more pressure put on James.
Gefällt sie Ihnen?
You asshole. Why did I think that James was being nice? Oh no! Oh no, oh no. Is the dress ruined? Is that the dress? Is that the dress that her sister made for the poster? Oh no.
Aber es war ein Unfall, es tut mir leid.
Oh no. Oh no, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for her sister. She must have spent so much time making the dress. Oh, these sisters are so great. Like her dress is ruined, but like she's not mad at Ruby at all. She knows that it was an accident, and instead of being mad at her sister, instead of being mad at Ruby, they're like laughing, you know? I love that. I think Ruby's relationship with her sister is probably one of my favorite aspects of the show so far. Like, I just love the close relationship, the close connection between these sisters. It's so great to see. Who is this lady? Is she like one of the teachers? One of the other teachers at the school? Philippa Winfield. Oh my gosh.
Bewerbung in Oxford sehr geholfen, konkrete Fragen mit anderen zu diskutieren. Und genau das werden wir in diesem Kurs tun.
Oh my gosh, this guy. That guy on the left wearing the blue jacket, I can just tell that he's a sleazebag. An absolute sleazebag. I don't like him.
Heißt das, Ihre Handlungen sind...
Darunter leider sind meine Taten irrational.
That's true. That's true. There's always this distinction between rationality and emotion, you know?
Ich würde keine Tat, die mich oder jemand anderen leiden lässt, als vernünftig bezeichnen.
Es gibt gewisse Grundsätze, die immer und überall gelten. Nennt sich Axiome. Wenn du zum Beispiel 2 Jobangebote hast, bei dem einen verdienst du mehr, aber bei der weniger bezahlten Stelle denkst du, wärst glücklicher. Dann wäre die rationale Entscheidung sicher trotzdem für den besser bezahlten Job zu entscheiden.
Wenn man nach einem Grundsatz handelt, was bei dir ja keine Überraschung sein dürfte.
Okay, erstens, du kennst mich nicht. Und zweitens, weiß jeder auf dieser Welt, dass sich niemand für dich interessiert, wenn du kein Geld hast.
It's kind of true. Okay, I'm gonna pause here. Sorry, I'm just gonna pause. Okay, so what James mentioned is true about like the jobs, you know. I think like it happens a lot in real life, like you know, when people apply for jobs, you know, they would often, you know, apply for a higher paying job because that just seems like the more rational thing to do, because, you know, money is important, you know. How can you live without money? And a lot of people, you know, they want to, you know, work in a high paid job, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the job would be good or that they would be happy with the job. I mean, in real life, I'm sure there are many people who work in high paying jobs, but they don't like their job. They don't like doing their job. The only reason they're doing these jobs is because the pay is good. I'm sure a lot of people, you know, they want to do a job that, you know, that they want to do, that they actually want to do, that makes them happy. But sometimes, you know, a job that makes you happy doesn't necessarily pay that well or pay as well. And so there's that difference here, you know, the more rational, you know, option is the higher paying job. But at the same time, you know, finding a job that you actually want to do, that makes you happy, that's more of an emotional thing. That's more of an emotional option, you know, because you're going based on, you know, your emotions of what makes you happy and not necessarily what makes the most money or what makes more money, which is more rational. Okay, there's nothing to argue again. I'm so glad that Ruby is like telling him off. Like she's saying what needs to be said, because James is such an arrogant jerk who looks down on others, and he really needed to hear that. Yeah, that really hit a nerve with James, but I think he knows that he really needed to hear that, because it's true. Like what Ruby said is true, basically. You know, it's something that he needs. She hit a sore spot. Yep, she definitely did. She definitely did. She hit a nerve. But like I said, he had to hear it. You know, he had to hear what she had to say.
Hast du schon mal jemanden so sehr verletzt, dass den Raum verlassen hat?
Well, Ruby, you did hurt James. You did hurt him with your words, with what you said, but I think you needed to say those things because he needed to hear it.
Nein.
Hopefully now, like James, you know, he would, you know, get down on his high horse and be a little bit more considerate, a little bit more compassionate, and less of a jerk.
Das heißt ja auch das Richtige.
Is she going to apologize to him?
Willst du Maxton jetzt auch noch über meine Freizeitberichte erstatten?
Ich wollte dir sagen, dass du recht hattest. Ich kenne dich nicht. Ich habe mich absolut daneben benommen im Oxford-Kurs. Keine Ahnung, was mich geritten hat, aber...
Well, she was angry, you know. She was angry with...
Es tut mir leid.
With the way that he treated her, with his arrogance, you know.
Die viktorianische Party war wirklich die bessere Idee.
It was, yeah, it was a good idea.
Siehst du das?
They're trying to patch things up.
Wie läuft's mit dem Kleid?
Nicht so ganz wie geplant.
Was ist passiert?
Es ist verbrannt. Das Plakat wird wahrscheinlich nicht unser Bestes, aber naja. Man kann eben nicht immer gewinnen.
Und schönen Gruß an Lexington.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, they're, getting along better now. They've patched things up. They've sort of put aside their differences. And it's obvious, it's obvious that he's starting to, catch feelings for her. He's a really good artist. Yeah. I kind of had a feeling since the first episode that James was, starting to, have feelings for Ruby. I was starting to get attracted to her. It was obvious.
Ich brauche noch einen Partner und ich dachte, danach gehen wir schön zum Lunch. Okay.
Braucht ihr noch Verstärkung?
Wir spielen ein Zweiter. Ein andermal vielleicht. Kommst du?
Yeah. It's kind of obvious that the father, pays more attention to James than his daughter Lydia. I think it's mostly stemmed from the fact that, James is going to be his heir, so,
Spielpartner. Harold Ellington überlegt, mit einer nicht unerheblichen Summe bei Young Beaufort einzusteigen.
Oh, what is this? Okay, so is his father trying to matchmake him with Aileen, with this daughter of his friend? The Beaufort Junior CEO needs a suitable partner. Yeah. The sister of your best friend. Yeah. She likes him, he does not. Yeah, I can just see this now. His father is trying to matchmake him with the daughter of his friend, but James doesn't want to, he doesn't want to date or marry this girl. He falls in love with Ruby, and that's going to create some tension between him and his father. I feel like that's probably going to happen because it just seems so obvious and so cliche. Yeah, he's falling in love with Ruby, and so he doesn't want to date any other girls. He doesn't want to be with any other girls, but I can just tell that his dad is going to disapprove of his relationship with Ruby, and I can just predict. I'm going to make a prediction now. I'm going to predict that his dad is going to try to, prevent James from being with Ruby. I think he's going to try everything in his power to not let James and Ruby be together. Okay, so he's smiling like James's smile just seems very genuine, and even his driver has noticed that. Wait, is he outside her house? He is outside her house. So that was Maxton Hall episode 2. I really enjoyed that episode. I think I like it better than episode 1. Yeah, I like that James and Ruby, like, they're starting to get to know each other a bit better. They're starting to, get along. They're not constantly fighting. And you can just tell that they're starting to fall in love with each other now. And James, he's a little bit more likable in this episode. Like, he wasn't as much of a jerk as he was in the first episode. I really did not like him in the first episode. He was very arrogant and annoying. But in this episode, his character is gradually improving. Like, I don't dislike him as much. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of very good chemistry between these two actors. But James's father, I'm starting to not like him. I'm starting to get a very bad vibe about the dad. I think James's father will probably cause some trouble for James and Ruby in the future. But anyway, overall, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Yes. And I'm looking forward to watching episode 3. If you want to watch my reaction to the first episode, I will put the link to that reaction in the description box below. I will also put the link to the Maxton Hall playlist that I created in the description box below as well. So please check it out. And if you liked this reaction and if you want to watch more reaction videos from me in the future, please subscribe to my channel. And that's all for me today. Have a nice day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.